Hello, everyone, and welcome to our discussion.
Hello, everybody. My name is Bacchus, and welcome to our discussion.
Oh, yeah, Bacchus is here.
Yeah, hi.
We're here today to discuss the Nintendo Direct for April 12th, 2017 at 3 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, which will be about Nintendo Switch and 3DS games, but will mainly be focused about ARMS and Splatoon. So we're mainly going to be talking about like ARMS and Splatoon because that's what we have to go off of. But then there will be some other stuff, I guess.
And we also totally are not recording this at 11 p.m. Well, I guess it's 8 p.m. your time.
Yeah.
Fucking time traveler. But that's beside the point. So it said it mainly focuses on Splatoon and ARMS. But what do you think it also does?
Okay, so
let's just start with that.
Okay, so what I think about that is basically, so what I think by it saying that it's mainly focused on ARMS and Splatoon 2 is that it's basically I think those are really the only Switch games that are going to be talked about in the Direct, and I think that's what it's trying to say is it's trying to set your expectations for what the Switch games are they're going to talk about, but the fact that they mentioned 3DS, I feel like kind of implies that they're, you know, could be some other games they're going to talk about for that, maybe something new even, and some of the things that they haven't talked about for it, like Ever Oasis, Rusty's Real Deal Baseball
Pikmin.
2.
Look, all I'm saying is I have that listed at 5 times already on my notepad.
Oh no.
Rusty's Real Deal Baseball 2, Rusty's Real Deal Baseball 2, Rusty's Real Deal Baseball 2, along with that I also really want Rusty's Real Deal Baseball 2.
Oh, nice. And Rusty's Real Deal Baseball Amiibo.
The first one.
Yeah.
Like, can I just get all 8 of the pups? I want all of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Pikmin 3DS.
That's not gonna happen.
That was the thing I was trying to avoid. Okay.
It's not gonna happen.
I'll talk about Pikmin 3DS later in this. First, I think we should start with ARMS and Splatoon. So let's go with that. Okay, so ARMS. Let's just bang that out. Okay. So let's see. Currently, there are 5 confirmed characters: Spring Man, Ribbon Girl, Mechanica, Master Mummy, and Genji. So his name isn't actually Genji. It's Ninjara, but he looks like a black Genji Lucio. It's really something. So I just call him Genji. So there are currently 5 confirmed characters, and they said there are going to be more. So I can bet we're gonna see like more of the characters probably in this presentation. How many characters do you think there are going to be in all?
And my hope is at least 12.
At least 12, yeah. People were throwing around 12 because that's how big I think the original Smash roster was, and people would be like, that would be cool if they made a new fighting game, you know?
I thought it was 16, was it not?
It might be 16. I don't know. It's either 12 or 16.
I would type it, but I have way too loud of a keyboard. But I was just thinking 12 because it's like they have 5 already that were like already playable. I feel like in the months that it's been in between that demo and this one, they should have been able to make at least, 7 more.
Yeah, and I bet they also had stuff done at the time that they were just like holding back to show later and stuff like that. So yeah, I imagine we're going to see more maps. I imagine we're going to see more characters. And I had an idea for a character, just wanted to get it out of there, because this was the thing I was talking about a little bit ago with you before we started the discussion.
Little Mac.
No, okay, so that's one thing. I want amiibo integration that allows you to get either a Little Mac skin, or you can play as like a Little Mac version, like an ARMS version of Little Mac or something like that. I feel like that would be cool, but it's probably not going to happen. The other thing I want to tie in with Splatoon, okay, is not an Inkling, but I want a character that has more than 2 arms. I feel like that would be an interesting gimmick. Like if you have like either like a 4-armed character, or my idea was like an 8-armed character, like a squid. I think they have 8. I don't know. I think
I think you're thinking of Octopus.
Oh yeah, that's it. But anyways, like
Octopus is the one with 8.
I do think it would be cool if there was a character that had more than 2 arms, but like you would still control them all at the same time. So it would have like a taller.
If there was, I would only expect 2 of them to be used, and then the 8 would be used in like the Mega Final Attack, which we still haven't really had explained too much. But
yeah, they haven't really explained much at all.
I want more. I love the concept of ARMS. I love how it looks. I love the gameplay that I've seen.
Yeah. I mean, I've really liked the music so far.
Just be good.
I love the music, because it's just my kind of music. But like, I wanna like have more reason to like this game. Like, I do have hope for it, but I just want them to show that to me. Like, show me that my hope is warranted. And one of the things that I want is a story mode, or like a championship mode, so that they can flesh out the characters and actually make them like kind of interesting.
I'm not worried, but I'm expecting them to go down a normal fighting game route of, you know, like, here's all of the characters, fight them, and you get a bit of story.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm not expecting, like, a full-fledged, like, Mortal Kombat 9 story mode, even though that's what I'd want.
Yeah, something where you just get, like, the story, like, from fighting people. Like, almost like the Punch-Out game on the Wii, where, like, you would fight somebody and it would give you a little character bio. It was like, you know, King Hippo and stuff like that. Like, if they did something like that, I feel like it would be super cool.
Other than that, though, like, I don't exactly know what I want from ARMS. I just want it to be, like, good, and I want it to be complex. Like, I don't want this to be, like, Babby's first fighting game.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of afraid that it's going to go down that route where it's like, it's going to not feel complex, it's going to have a low skill ceiling, and I hope that something within this, this Direct proves that it doesn't have a low skill ceiling.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that really pulls in the large but niche market of a fighting game players.
If you know, put a skill ceiling to things, people will want to try and learn it.
It's just if that skill cap's too low, it just ends up being like, For Honor. Where, you know, it's just like, there's a way to play, and if you don't do exactly that, you're just like, it's just a stalemate until somebody screws up that one motion. And I've never really liked fighting games with low skill caps.
Yeah, I haven't either. So, I have only like 2 more questions about ARMS. And then we can move on to Splatoon. One, do you think there are going to be original or unoriginal amiibo integration for ARMS? And by that I mean, like, do you think they are going to make figures that you can use that are based off the ARMS characters, or like maybe even like have other character amiibo work and do something in some way? Do you think that will happen?
I feel like they'll definitely do something with integrating other amiibos. And I feel like they're going to make maybe 1 or 2 amiibos. They might make like Ribbon Girl and what's the guy's name?
Springman.
Yeah, Springman. I feel like they're going to make those 2 new amiibos, and if it does well, the rest of them, but...
Yeah, I could see that.
I don't know what they would do for integration.
Yeah.
Maybe, just maybe, and this is probably the worst thing that they could do, is they would have that be sort of the story mode. So if you had, like, the amiibo, you would get to know that character's, like, backstory, and you get to play as them in the story mode. But
that might be interesting, I don't know. Yeah, I could see people complaining about that, but, yeah, I could see them taking a very Splatoon-esque approach, like they did with that game when it first came out. They launched it with the 3 amiibo, which were the Inkling Boy, Inkling Girl, and the Squid. And then they just...
Which I never got to buy until, like, a year later when it was there.
Yeah, and then they saw how it went from there. Sorry, I have, like, acid reflux right now. But, like, I just, I don't know, I think it would be cool if they made original ARMS figures. I would totally buy them. Especially if you could, like, bend the arms.
Would they stock them?
Yeah, that too. The other 2 things...
But if they have springy arms, I'm buying one instantly.
Yeah.
Because that's what I did with the Yoshi ones, since they were made out of wool. I bought 3.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
I don't even own Yoshi's Woolly World, but I just own 3 of the figures because they're so adorable.
Nice. Okay, so the other 2 things. When do you see this game coming out? Because they said spring, and I see this game either coming out late May or early June.
Yeah, see, I just realized, I think the only reason why they chose this specific time frame, maybe it's even done right now, but I just feel like they just wanted a pun. Hey guys, it's coming out in spring. Boom.
Yeah, I get it.
But I could see it coming out late May.
Mm-hmm.
I think at the earliest we might get it late April.
Late April, really? Around Mario Kart?
Yeah, I think that they could like make it arrive around Mario Kart, maybe early May. They could.
Possibly, yeah.
But since we still don't know the information, we'll have no exact clue. I could see as far as maybe even like beginning of July.
Oh god, I hope not.
Like very beginning, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I really don't know. And then the last thing for ARMS. Do you think they will do an ARMS global test fire?
No.
No? Yeah, but that was just something I thought of. I was like, you know how they did that with Splatoon, where they're like, oh, before it comes out, try it out. And I was like, oh, what if they do that with ARMS, so that people can get like a feel for the game? I don't know. It could happen.
I feel like the test fires were less for the community and more for just like a, hey, can you guys do me a favor and break our servers?
Yeah.
So I feel like ARMS requires a less intensive server. So they might not do it, but at the same time, who knows with Nintendo? They aren't very good at online play, so if they can get it right, then I'm happy.
True. Okay, so that's pretty much all I can think about for ARMS, but there's another game about squid children, and it's the second iteration in the franchise, Splatoon 2. So...
Wait. I thought that was about kids.
Wait. Is it about squids or kids? Hold on, wait.
Do I have my dice? Where's my dice?
We're gonna have to make a separate discussion for this. Anyways,
yeah.
Let's see.
Roll for kid.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Splatoon 2. So what do you think they're gonna be talking about? Because I get like, so with Splatoon 2, I think what they're mainly gonna be talking about is a little bit more about like some new stuff in the multiplayer, maybe some new maps, a new weapon type, hopefully, some more of the like ultimate ability things, and like some sub weapons and things. And then I think they're mainly gonna push the focus from there onto like a trailer for the single player campaign. So that's basically what I see happening.
What I see happening is I see them saying, hey, we got 5 new maps. We actually have a non-shitty system for fixing your gear. Please make it not so shit, Jesus Christ. And then I could see after that it switching to like, hey, we have a way better story mode now. With actual, like, because I like the story mode, but I know a lot of people didn't. A lot of people thought it was it wasn't even too linear, because like that's what it was built to be.
I thought it was really enjoyable. I really liked it.
It was just fun. Like it wasn't the core concept of the game, so as like a side thing, I thought it was really well made.
Yeah.
Especially that final boss. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But I could definitely see them talking about the story mode in this. And then another thing, do you think we're gonna get a new amiibo line for Splatoon 2?
Yes. 200%. They sold way too well for them not to give another amiibo line.
Yeah, I think it would just make too much sense. I really want the little fucking cat guy. I don't know who he is. Oh wait, no, they announced his name. It's Lil Judd. I want an amiibo of the fucking cat.
Isn't it Judd and Little Judd?
Yeah.
Isn't that literally all it is?
Yeah.
I do want Little Judd. If I could get a plush Little Judd,
oh my god, that too.
Instantly.
That would be so good. But yeah, I can't.
I wonder if somebody's already made it.
If somebody what?
If somebody's already like made it on Etsy or something.
Oh, probably. But yeah, I can't really think of actually much else for Splatoon because like I don't really know honestly what they could do different, and that's kind of what I'm excited about. Because like I'm setting my expectations on the first game. Oh, that's another thing I'd like to see. I want to see more on local multiplayer modes.
Oh yes, please.
Because the multiplayer in the first one locally was garbage.
I mean, it was a little bit fun, but like, all I want is for it to be good because it's the Switch.
Yeah.
The Switch has 2 controllers.
Yeah.
If they can, first off, make Splatoon gameplay enjoyable with those 2 mini controllers, I would be ecstatic. But I also...
That might be hard, but like, yeah, if they really tried... Because you need to do, like, camera movement. I mean, you could maybe do gyro. I don't know. I could see that being a difficulty, but maybe.
But, like, that's what I mainly want them to do. I want them to make something that can work with the, like, tiny controller.
Yeah. Oh, you know what would be cool? If they made the arcade games come back, but made them, like, multiplayer.
What were the arcade games?
Do you remember when you would, like, wait to join a game and you were in the lobby?
Yeah, those little things.
Yeah, like, what if they made better ones, but, like, you could play them multiplayer with, like, the Joy-Con individually?
I remember the Squid one was the only one I played.
But yeah, I think if they brought back the arcade games, that might be fun if they put a new twist on it. But yeah, I do want to see more of the local multiplayer stuff for sure. And that's pretty much all I can think about for Splatoon 2. Do you have any other ideas?
I mean, just make the gear system not garbage, please.
Yeah, that was
the main reason I stopped playing Splatoon, because it pissed me off so much. Like, I want the items to be useful.
Yeah.
Like, I want them to actually have an impact, while also not being complete and utter garbage to fix.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, Splatfests.
Splatfest.
I think they're gonna bring them back.
I think they're either going to bring them back or rebrand them as something new with like a little bit of a twist to them. But I think the core mechanic of like picking a side is still gonna be there.
I hope so. It could also possibly. I'm thinking it could be like the Smash Brothers like spectating. You remember where you could be like, you'd see like 2 people's win percentage.
Oh yeah.
And like
oh
who they're playing.
Yeah, I love that mode. That's actually really fun.
So you could do something like that, but with like, you know, Marie versus what's her name?
Callie.
Yeah, Callie.
Yeah, something like that
Calamari.
might be cool.
I'm retarded. Keep forgetting that it's called Calamari. But see, I'm expecting something like that to hopefully come through because I really enjoyed that mode in Smash.
Yeah, that was really fun. I used to always do bets with that, and then we would see.
Speaking of Smash,
ooh,
you want to know what else I think's gonna happen?
You think really? You think they're gonna
Smash Switch trailer?
Smash Switch trailer.
They're not gonna say jack shit, but they're gonna show a trailer. That
might be something. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if they ended this, they were like, oh yeah, and one more thing, and then it was just like the and then it zoomed in, and then it was just like something stupid. And then it was Rusty. Or no, please. Maybe it was my original scenario. Remember what I told you? Or did I tell you this? I think I might have told Harry this. Where it does the smash thing, like the slash and then the heartbeat, and it zooms into the fire, and then it's a 3DS closed, and then it opens up and you're still looking at it from behind, and then it flips around and it's actually just Pikmin 3DS. And that's it. That's Pikmin 3DS is a character in Smash Bros.
All I hope is for it to do a little shing and just see Rusty's face rise from the ashes.
Oh god, no.
That's all I want.
I don't know. If they were to announce a new character for a new Smash Bros,
Rusty.
Oh god.
His final Smash would just be all of his children just like dogpiling the opponent.
I mean, it would make kind of sense, but I would love to see the Inkling or any of the ARMS characters also in Smash. Like, I feel like that would be really fun.
The ARMS characters would be very doable.
Yeah.
Where, in comparison, I feel like the Splatoon characters, they already have, like, the little costumes and stuff. So I don't know, but I kind of, like,
yeah, but you could still do it. I mean, I don't think that prevents it from happening. You can still
do it, but I think them having that makes it so they think, like, we would rather put our time into another character that's not them.
I mean,
especially because I just don't want more ranged characters. Please no. Mega Man and Pac-Man are annoying enough.
I don't know. I would love to see the Inkling, and I feel like it would make sense, seeing how big Splatoon has become for Nintendo, to have that be represented in one of their biggest fighting games. And I feel like, I don't know, just because it's on a Mii doesn't mean that they can't come up with some original ideas for, you know, like a character like that.
I don't think it's that they can't, I think it's that they don't want to.
Well, I think they could. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's that they don't want to. Well, I don't know. I still think it's a possibility, but I wouldn't rule it out because of the costumes. I mean, who knows? It could be possible. But yeah, I don't know if they're going to show Smash. If they do, that would be awesome, but that might be more of an E3 type of thing. But if it does happen here, I'd love it. I guess the last thing is just like 3DS games. Do you think there's anything specific they're going to talk about?
There's a few other things that I have an idea of.
Oh, yes?
I think if they don't do something for Smash, they're going to do something for the new Mario game.
Oh, Mario Odyssey? Yeah, we might get a little teaser for that.
I think we might get a little teaser for that if we don't get anything for Smash.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to hear a lot more about Switch indie games.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
I feel like we're going to hear some more about those because...
Ukulele?
I don't like 3D platformers.
I know.
But I feel like we might, hear a lot more stuff, and I feel like that's really where the Switch shines, is within its local multiplayer indie games.
Yeah.
So hearing more about that really kind of boosts it up for me, at least. I feel like we're gonna hear a lot more about about Fire Emblem. Sorry, ARMS is right about Fire Emblem.
The Switch Fire Emblem?
Either the Switch one, or if I remember correctly, isn't there a new 3DS?
Oh yeah, the 3D. I think they'll probably talk about the 3DS one. I know they said the Switch one isn't even releasing until next year, so I think they're probably gonna stay silent on that for now. But yeah, I could definitely see them talking about the 3DS one.
I think it might be the 3DS one. Maybe this one's just kind of thrown it out there for 3DS games. Mm-hmm. New Phoenix Wright game?
Possibly.
Maybe?
Possibly.
I want it. I mean, I love the series, so...
Mm-hmm. That would be cool. Anything would be cool. I
just good games.
Do think that one of the main things they're going to talk about in the 3DS portion are games that they talked about at E3 or in Nintendo Directs and haven't talked about in a while. Because there are multiple games that they've announced for the 3DS that they have just gone radio silent on.
Other than Pikmin.
Well, yeah, one of those...
There's not going to be a Pikmin.
One of those is Ever Oasis. And that's a game...
What was that game again?
I don't even really know how to describe it. It's made by the guy, I think, who worked on Secret of Mana. I don't know how to describe it. It's not really something I'm too interested in, but I know that's a game that people have been looking for, and Nintendo hasn't said anything about it since, like, E3.
What's the name of it again?
Ever Oasis.
I'm sorry for my keyboard.
Oh, no, it's fine. And then, I don't know, I do think the other thing that they will talk about, even if it's just briefly, actually, I think they would have to talk about it at this point, because I don't see this being big enough to be talked about at E3, because it's just something like, I feel like their main focus for E3 is going to be Switch, and having more 3DS games, I feel like, is really going to kind of muddle a lot of the importance of that down. So I feel like they're going to try and get a lot of the 3DS stuff out in this Direct, and I feel like what that's going to include is Pikmin 3DS. And I know you're going to say they're not going to talk about it, but I think it makes sense for them to talk about it at this point, because it's really unusual for Nintendo to announce a game and not talk about it for 7 months. I mean, that's kind of what...
When was the last time that they did that?
I mean, Pikmin 3, but, like, even with that, they were more consistent. It's just... It's really odd how this game was announced, and then they completely dropped it. Like, they just completely dropped the topic of it. They were just like, yeah, it's a thing. It's coming in 2017. I don't see this being a game releasing in holiday 2017. It
could also be canned.
I mean,
that's always a possibility.
It could, but it could be like very early fall. I don't see this being like a holiday game. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, if we saw it back in September in the state it was in, I feel like this is either going to come out like around E3 or in like September or October. I don't see this being, I don't see them making this too big of a title, is what I'm trying to say. But I do feel like, because of that, they just probably want to talk about it and get it over with, and that's why they won't be talking about it at E3 all that much, because it's just not going to be that big of a focus for them. So I feel like it would make sense if they were just like, here's a little thing about Pikmin 3DS, or maybe they'll take the approach and just be like, here's a big blowout, Pikmin 3DS comes out in 3 months, or something like that.
Pikmin 3DS comes out today.
For free! Pay to win! You have to buy each Pikmin individually.
And it takes at least 100 Pikmin just to kill one Bulbasaur.
That would suck. Yeah, I don't know.
Speaking of things that suck, hey, Ukulele is a game.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry.
That's for another discussion. So yeah, I could see them going all out, or maybe being a little bit more reserved and releasing it later, but I don't think it's going to be something they're just going to glance over again. Because Nintendo, like, it's really unlike Nintendo to just go 7 months radio silent on something. Even though it's a Pikmin game, I just don't see them, like, not talking about it here. Because I don't see them talking about it at E3, is what I'm trying to say. I don't see this being a game that warrants being talked about at E3 when you have to promote a new console with new big titles that you're trying to sell people on. It just doesn't seem like something that's going to rake in sales.
Wasn't the last time that you were so sure about a game, like, being talked about at a Direct? Wasn't the last time that happened? Didn't you lose a bet and had to play League of Legends?
I don't remember what that was. Oh, it was a 3D Mario game of some sort. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that didn't happen. But that's not Pikmin.
Evan, do you want to play some League?
No,
again?
I don't. I hate that game so fucking much. Anyways.
I'll make another bet
Okay,
with you.
no, I don't want to make a bet. Alright.
Right here. I'll play through all of Superman 64.
No, that's not even comparable to how bad League is. Okay.
That's not true
let's
at
see.
all.
I think it is. Okay, let's see. Let's end this. So thank you all for watching. We'll see you at the Direct tomorrow. Okay. I do think they will talk about Pikmin 3DS. I think that's actually one of the main 3DS games they're going to talk about, because they don't really have anything else to talk about for the 3DS. I feel like Ever Oasis and Pikmin 3DS are going to be their main focuses for 3DS games, as well as maybe like some like Layton stuff.
Has Super Mario Maker 2 come out yet? It has, hasn't it?
No, it hasn't.
It hasn't?
They haven't even
In that case,
announced
we're going to talk about that too.
Super Mario Maker 2?
Yeah.
You really think so?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. We're going to talk about it at the show.
Maybe. That seems like a pretty big game. I don't know if they'll do that.
I mean, I guess it could be E3 too.
Yeah.
But, I mean, because that's a game that I definitely want. But.
Yeah, I could see that being announced at E3 for like the Switch or something. I don't know. We'll see.
I guess they announced it at E3 last time, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh well.
But yeah, we'll see tomorrow. So yeah, thank you all for watching. You can catch the Direct at 3 p.m. Pacific time or 6 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, April 12th. And yeah, we hope to see you there. So goodbye, everyone. Wait, what?
I was gonna say, are we gonna be trying to live stream it?
I don't know.
Promoting that.
But I'll try.
Keep your eyes out, guys. We might be.
We might be. Okay. So thank you all for watching. Hope you have a wonderful night. Hope you enjoyed the Direct. Goodbye.
See ya.